Hey everyone, so I just come back from the UKIP demonstration, that mass deportations rally in Bristol earlier today, and I'm just going to give you my quick thoughts and analysis. I'm going to release a video tomorrow going into more detail as to what went on and what's the point of holding these UKIP rallies. So it was actually quite a small crowd. There weren't many of us, surprisingly. Well, I'm not really surprised actually because I mean, Bristol, this place is infested with woke, liberal, lefty-leaning, woke-minded university students, political activists, and we were basically surrounded by a whole crowd of a whole mixture of Antifa thugs. They were masked, wearing black clothing, and they tried to barricade their way through the police. Even the police were surrounding us because they knew how dangerous it was. They were literally masked Antifa thugs trying to infiltrate our deportations rally. Then you got a whole band of those university students, the pink, blue, yellow-haired people, political activists, basically, and then obviously you have the usual lot, the stand up to racism, counter protesters. They wouldn't stop yelling all sorts of insults at us. The usual, stand up to racism. Refugees are welcome here. Nazi scum off our streets. Nick Tenconi's a phony. He's full of baloney and all that. But at first, I felt quite threatened. Actually, I felt kind of intimidated by this whole circle of people surrounding us who were basically against us, and we were just a very small crowd, about 30, 40 people, just huddled in the centre, and Nick Tenconi obviously giving his speech and whatnot. Yeah, we were all baking in the sun for hours. I've literally turned myself into a lobster. Look how tanned I am now, by the way. But I think, going to these UKIP rallies, it actually invigorates me even more. It encourages me to get involved a lot more with what UKIP is doing. When Nick Tenconi tells us each and every one of us has to become political activists, and that's why I'm doing this on this channel, to become a political activist, to support a political party like UKIP, who is calling for mass deportations. We need every single illegal migrant, undocumented, unchecked, background unchecked migrant to be deported. They don't belong here. They don't have the right documentation. Where are the women and children if you're fleeing from a war zone? We don't need any more Turkish barbers, candy stores, vape shops, takeaway restaurants. They need to all be gone, deported, and taken back to where they came from. We need to bring our country back, and we need to restore Christian values. That's what UKIP is all about. We don't want the rise of radical Islam. We don't want Sharia law. That is the point to why we attend these UKIP demonstrations, to show the people that Nick Tenconi and the political party of UKIP cares about the working class, cares about the needs of the British people, and that's why we were there. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in my video. I'll give you a bit more of an in-depth analysis, but that's all I have to say for now. Be sure to leave your comments down below. If you were there in the march, give me a shout. And yeah, Guardian Mo's clocking out. Have a good rest of your day.